If you're over 60 and you eat avocado often, this is one mistake you need to stop making today. Most people see avocado as one of the healthiest foods they can eat. It's creamy, filling, heart-friendly, and packed with nutrients. But what many seniors don't realize is that one very common avocado habit can quietly create problems you never saw coming. And no, I'm not just talking about that brown color on the surface. Because for older adults, the real issue may not be how your avocado looks, but what may be happening after it's been cut, stored, and trusted for too long. Many people still believe that leaving the pit in a cut avocado keeps it fresh and safe. It sounds harmless, it sounds smart, but that belief can give you a false sense of security. In some cases, it may lead seniors to keep leftover avocado longer than they should, ignore warning signs, and increase the risk of eating food that is no longer at its best. And if you're taking certain medications or have a more sensitive digestive system, a small food habit like this can matter more than you think. In today's video, I'm going to show you the avocado mistakes many older adults make without realizing it, including the myth about the pit, why brown avocado is not always the real problem, and what you should do instead to protect your health. So before you take your next bite, stay with me, because the first mistake is incredibly common, and there's a very good chance you or someone you love has already been doing it. Now, while that first mistake is mostly about food storage and safety, this next one is much more personal, because this time we are talking about what avocado may be doing inside your body. If you are over 60 and taking a blood thinner like Warfarin, this is the part you need to pay close attention to. Most people hear avocado and think of something harmless, healthy, and heart-friendly. And for many people, that is absolutely true. But if you are on certain medications, especially blood thinners, even a healthy food can become a problem when you suddenly start eating much more of it than usual. Here is why. Warfarin works by affecting how your body uses vitamin K, which plays an important role in normal blood clotting. And while avocado is not usually the first food people think of when they hear vitamin K, it still contains enough of it to matter. In fact, a single medium avocado can provide a meaningful amount of your daily vitamin K intake. That means if someone who rarely eats avocado suddenly starts having a whole avocado every day, it may throw off the consistency that doctors are trying to maintain. And with Warfarin, consistency matters more than perfection. If your vitamin K intake suddenly changes, your INR levels can become harder to keep stable. And when that happens, your blood may not respond to the medication the way your doctor expects. For older adults, that is not a small issue. It can raise the risk of dangerous clotting problems, including serious cardiovascular events. Now, this does not mean you have to give up avocado forever. The good news is that for most seniors, the real answer is not fear, it is consistency. If avocado is already a regular part of your diet, your doctor can take that into account. The real danger often happens when someone makes a sudden healthy change without realizing it may affect their medication. So enjoy avocado if it works for you. Just do it wisely. Keep your portions steady, avoid sudden changes, and always let your healthcare provider know before making a major shift in your diet. Now, let's move to another very common avocado mistake, and this one has a lot to do with digestion. Have you ever picked up a hard avocado and thought, it's fine, I'll just slice it up or throw it in a smoothie? A lot of people do that. It feels harmless. But for older adults, eating an unripe avocado can be much harder on the stomach than most people realize. When an avocado is still firm, it is not the same fruit your body gets when it is fully ripe. The texture may be close enough to use, but inside, it is still harder to digest. That matters even more after 60, when the digestive system often becomes more sensitive and less forgiving. One reason is that unripe avocados contain higher levels of natural compounds that can irritate the gut and contribute to bloating, cramping, and nausea in some people. They are also richer in tough starches and plant compounds that your body cannot break down as easily. Instead of being smoothly digested, some of that material travels deeper into the gut, where it can create gas, pressure, and that heavy, uncomfortable feeling many seniors know all too well. And there is another problem. When an avocado has not fully ripened, your body may not get the full nutritional benefit you were expecting. The creamy texture, easier digestion, and better availability of its healthy fats all improve as the fruit softens naturally. So if an avocado feels rock hard, do not rush it. Give it time. Wait for that gentle softness. Because when it comes to avocado, eating it too early can leave you with more digestive trouble, less comfort, and fewer of the benefits you were hoping for in the first place. But even if you store avocado the right way, keep your portions consistent, and wait until it is fully ripe, there is still one more issue some seniors never see coming: an unexpected allergic reaction. Now, this is not something that happens to everyone, but if you have ever had a reaction to latex gloves, balloons, or certain medical products, this is a part of the story worth paying attention to. Some people with latex sensitivity may also react to avocado. This happens because the immune system can sometimes confuse similar proteins found in different things. In simple terms, your body may recognize something in avocado that reminds it of latex, and that can trigger an allergic response. For some seniors, the signs may start small. Maybe it is a tingling feeling in the mouth. Maybe your lips feel a little swollen. Maybe you notice itching, a rash, or stomach discomfort after eating avocado and never connect the dots. But in more serious cases, the reaction can become much more intense and may affect breathing or cause widespread swelling. That is when it stops being a food irritation and becomes a medical concern. What makes this even trickier is that cooking does not always solve the problem. If the reaction is tied to certain proteins, those proteins may still trigger symptoms, whether the avocado is raw, blended, baked, or added to another dish. The good news is that your body usually gives clues before a reaction becomes severe. That is why it is important to pay attention to patterns. If you notice itching in your mouth, swelling, skin irritation, or repeated digestive symptoms after eating avocado, do not ignore it. This does not mean avocado is dangerous for everyone. It means your body may be telling you that this fruit is not a good match for you personally, and after 60, that is a message worth taking seriously. If anything about avocado seems to trigger unusual symptoms, the safest next step is to talk with your doctor or an allergy specialist before eating it again. Speaking of unexpected reactions, I have to tell you about a trend that has been popping up all over social media lately, and quite honestly, it is a bit alarming. Have you seen those videos where influencers are grinding up the massive avocado pit into a powder and adding it to their smoothies? They claim it is a hidden gold mine of antioxidants that we have been wastefully throwing away for years. It sounds like a great way to be eco-friendly and healthy at the same time, right? But before you throw that seed into your blender, we need to talk about what the experts are actually saying, because this habit is one of the riskiest things you could do with an avocado. The first thing we have to consider is that compound we mentioned earlier, persin. While the creamy flesh of the avocado has safe, low levels of it, the seed is where the plant really concentrates this natural toxin to protect its future offspring from fungus and pests. While it works great for the tree, toxicology experts warn that concentrated doses of persin from the seed can be quite harsh on humans. In laboratory studies, high exposure has shown potential for causing stress to heart tissue and the digestive tract. Since we do not have long-term human studies proving it is safe to eat these pits, why take a chance with your cardiac health over a social media trend? But beyond the chemistry, there is a very real physical danger too. Avocado seeds are incredibly dense and fibrous. Even if you have a high-speed professional blender, it rarely turns that seed into a truly smooth powder. Instead, you end up with tiny, jagged, rock-hard fragments. Gastroenterologists have issued warnings that these indigestible bits can act like sandpaper on the delicate lining of your intestines. In some cases, they can even cause micro-injuries or contribute to painful blockages, which is the last thing any of us want to deal with as we get older. And finally, let's look at those miracle antioxidants people keep talking about. Yes, the pit contains phenolic compounds, but here is the catch. They are locked inside a tough cellular structure that our bodies simply were not designed to crack open. You could be eating all that gritty, bitter powder and getting absolutely zero nutritional benefit because your body just passes it right through. The California Avocado Commission has been very clear on this. The safety of eating the seed has not been established, and they strongly advise against it. The best place for that pit? In your compost or in a pot to grow a new tree, but definitely not in your breakfast. Now, since we've agreed to keep the pit in the compost and only eat the ripe, creamy flesh, you might think you're in the clear. But here is where another modern food trend can accidentally turn this superfood into a health problem. Have you noticed how popular things like grilled avocados, baked avocado egg boats, or even deep-fried avocado fries have become? They look stunning on a plate and taste incredibly rich. But from a nutritional science perspective, exposing an avocado to high heat is a bit of a disaster. The main reason we love avocados is for their monounsaturated fats, specifically oleic acid. These are the same good fats found in olive oil that protect your heart and reduce inflammation. However, these delicate fats are not meant for high temperature cooking. When you heat avocado flesh above 180 degrees Celsius, that's about 356 degrees Fahrenheit, the fat molecules can actually break apart in a process called lipid peroxidation. Instead of protecting you, these broken down fats form unstable byproducts like aldehydes. These molecules can cause cellular oxidative stress in your body, which is exactly the opposite of what we want when we eat healthy food. And it is not just the fats that suffer. Avocados are also a great source of vitamin C, folate, and vitamin B6. These are what scientists call heat-sensitive nutrients. Studies in food chemistry have shown that just a few minutes of frying or grilling can destroy 70 to 80% of these vitamins. You are basically left with a shell of the nutrition you thought you were getting. But perhaps the most concerning part is the formation of acrylamide. This is a compound that forms when certain foods are charred or roasted at high heat, and international health authorities have classified it as a probable human carcinogen. When you get those beautiful grill marks on an avocado, you might also be creating undesirable compounds that your body has to work harder to process. So, how can we still enjoy that warm, creamy texture safely? The best trick I can share with you is to add your avocado after the cooking is done. If you have a warm grain bowl or a piece of toast, wait until the food has cooled down to about 60 degrees Celsius, roughly 140 degrees Fahrenheit, before adding the avocado. This keeps the delicate fats intact, preserves all those precious vitamins, and ensures your heart-healthy superfood stays exactly that, a superfood. So, now that we've saved our avocados from the grill and kept the healthy fats intact, let's talk about how to actually build your plate to get the most bang for your buck. You see, it's not just about how you prepare it, but what you eat it with. Think of the avocado as a powerful nutrient booster for your entire meal. But first, let's address the elephant in the room, portion control. We all know Bo is amazing, but it is also very energy dense. A single medium avocado can pack anywhere from 250 to 300 calories. For those of us who are trying to maintain a healthy weight as we get older, health experts usually suggest that a quarter to a half of an avocado per day is the sweet spot. It gives you all the benefits without overloading your daily calorie count. But here is where the science gets really Cool. Many of the most important nutrients in our favorite vegetables are what scientists call fat soluble. This means your body literally cannot absorb them without a little bit of fat to carry them through your system. This is where your avocado becomes a hero. When you pair it with colorful veggies like tomatoes, carrots, or spinach, you're not just making a pretty salad, you're creating a nutritional powerhouse. Specifically, we're talking about carotenoids, those vibrant plant pigments like lutein, which is vital for keeping our eyes sharp, and beta-carotene, which supports our immune system and skin health. Studies have shown that adding just a bit of avocado to a vegetable dish can increase the body's absorption of these nutrients by several times compared to eating the vegetables alone. It's like the avocado is unlocking the door to all those vitamins and minerals. So instead of seeing Bo as just a side dish or a standalone snack, start thinking of it as a strategic partner. Mix it into your salads, layer it onto your grain bowls, or pair it with your morning greens. By working smarter with your food pairings, you're ensuring that your body gets every bit of vitality this remarkable fruit has to offer. The final takeaway for all of us today is that avocados truly are a gift from nature for longevity, provided we treat them with the informed care they deserve. We have traveled quite a distance in this conversation, from debunking the myth of the pit and understanding the chemistry of enzymatic oxidation to navigating the delicate balance of vitamin K and blood-thinning medications. We have even explored the surprising world of latex-fruit syndrome and why high-heat cooking can turn healthy fats into a source of oxidative stress. It really comes down to this. Small, daily choices in your kitchen can make a significant difference in your long-term health outcomes. For instance, instead of rushing the process with microwave or oven hacks, which only soften the fruit without reducing those irritating percent levels, try the simple paper bag method with a banana. It uses natural ethylene gas to complete the fruit's biochemical transformation properly. Being mindful of these details, including those hidden avocado sources in processed smoothies or guacamole, is an essential habit for staying safe and feeling your best. When you combine the creamy goodness of a ripe avocado with lean proteins, whole grains, and a rainbow of vegetables, you are doing more than just eating a trendy food. You are leveraging fiber and potassium to support your cardiovascular health and brain function, ensuring you maintain the clarity and independence that make these years so rewarding. Informed nutrition is not about fear or restriction, it is about empowerment. It is about knowing how to protect the nutrients that protect you. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Did any of these 6 mistakes catch you by surprise? Or perhaps you have a favorite way to pair avocados that we did not mention? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And remember, growing older does not mean growing weaker. With the right knowledge and simple daily choices, you can continue building strength and vitality one delicious meal at a time.